Oh, AT2, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous. You're just a hater. No, it sounds like I knew what I was talking about from beginning. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Let me say what's up to the people. What's up, ha ha ha? What's up, Grandma Joy? Thank you for being here. Yes, fantastic voyage. What's up, Yolanda? How you doing? What's up, Wanda? What's up, Paige? Paige said, I believe it was you that told us when, but nobody wanted to believe me, Paige. That's the problem. Why nobody wanted to believe me? No one wanted to believe me. This guy was worse than Tyrone Blackburn. Remember Tyrone Blackburn, who was representing those victims of T.I. and Tiny? Yeah. This kind of reminded me of that, so I knew what was going on. What's up, Kiki? What's up, Demetria? It just wasn't making any sense to me. And I'm all like, why is everybody believing this guy just because he's an attorney? Just like the whole Deshaun Watson, which we're going to get into that too because it's in the article. Um, the only reason why Deshaun Watson settled was because he was out for a full year because of what was going on with the multiple, like over 20 cases and stuff like that. That's why he had to hurry up and settle because he wasn't playing, aka he wasn't making no money. So let me hurry up and settle so I can go, play football again. And granted, what do you know? He's playing football again. Ding, 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 ding. It wasn't that anybody found him guilty or anything like that. He was not even on the injury reserve. He just wasn't playing because of the whole situation with the masseuses and all that. That's why. Now, I don't want to say that the victims weren't real or they weren't actual victims. I don't want to say that. However, if the grand jury didn't pick it up, it tells you all that you need to know. What's up, Mary? What's up, Darlene? So let's go ahead and get into the article. So everybody's been talking about it. I'm just going to read the one from TMZ. It said, because what's going on? Let me just tell y'all what's going on. So there's some kind of high-end celebrity, some kind of big celebrity, high-profile celebrity that is saying like, hey, I'm suing you for extortion because what you're trying to do is drum up all these ridiculous accusations and these ridiculous things about minors sleeping with people, and you're trying to tie my name into that, and I don't want my name to be a part of it. So I'm gonna sue you under John Doe and have you retract all this shit that you're saying. So let's go ahead and break it down. So it says a prominent figure is suing the lawyer repping more than 120, just that number 120, really, but the Southern District of New York said they only had about 100 people, and that included witnesses and victims. Yeah, actually 50. I'm sorry, they said 50. 50 in total, witnesses and victims. So yeah, okay. It said alleged victims saying the attorney is shamelessly attempting to extort exorbitant sums from him while threatening a lawsuit packed with wildly false, horrific allegations if he doesn't pay up. And basically, what he was saying was, yeah, I'm sending these letters out to these celebrities saying, like, hey, if you don't want your name mentioned, go ahead and settle. And he was even saying that there were celebrities already settling with him. Y'all remember that? He was saying there was already celebrities settling and yeah, they're not going to be mentioned in the lawsuit, all this stuff. That was just to play y'all. He literally was trying to play y'all. Literally what he wanted to do was just put something out there. A lot of people will do that. Let me just put this little thing out here, and then whoever feels guilty, they'll bite and try to settle. That's what he was hoping for. Because he doesn't have any legit cases. He's full of it. I continue. The plaintiff, identified only as John Doe, filed his own lawsuit in LA County Superior Court Monday morning, describing himself as a high-profile individual who knew Diddy and attended events along with the mogul. He's being repped by one of the premier law firms in the country. I'm sorry, Quinn Emanuel. That's the lawyer. The man says attorney Tony Buzbee and his firm threatened to unleash entirely fabricated and malicious allegations of sexual assault, including multiple incidents of R word of a minor, both male and female, against plaintiff if he refuses to comply with their demands. This is literally extortion. Extortion. Blackmail. Well, not blackmail because it's not true. Extortion. The suit goes on to say Busbee demanded demand letters allege that plaintiffs are. Oh, I already read that. No, I didn't read that. That's a different line. It basically repeats it again under the influence of drugs. That's what it was saying at the parties hosted by Diddy. The plaintiff references past lawsuits Busbee has filed against other celebrities, including football star Deshaun Watson. Remember, I told y'all the only reason why he settled was because he was out for a full year. So he was like, well, damn, I want to play again. Let me hurry up and settle. Remember, I told y'all that? The man claims Busbee tried to shake down Watson and others by making dubious claims he knows would not stand up in court. The lawsuit obtained by TMZ goes on to claim Busbee did the same thing against Green Bay Packers kicker Brandon McManus, allegedly threatened to sue over suspicious allegations of sexual assault. The suit claims the NFL investigated the found insufficient evidence and closed the case. The new lawsuit filed John Doe references our documentary. So I guess there's a part in the documentary where he admits, like, yeah, I just put like these egregious claims in the lawsuit to make people want to settle. Busbee appeared on TMZ's new Tubi documentary, The Downfall of Diddy, Inside the Freak-Offs. That's really the title. In which Harvey asked him about criticism that Busbee's MO is to put enough embarrassing information in the demand letter that it forces a settlement. Busbee acknowledges that it is indeed the game, saying it's the way the system works. Are you kidding me? Let me see if it'll go ahead and play the clip. I wonder will they play the clip in here. As long as I do the audio, TMZ won't get me. As long as I do the audio. Case closed. Let's see. Tide, the #1 trusted detergent brand for sensitive skin. I was at one of P. Diddy's freak-offs.
You saw celebrities there that you recognized.
It was a rapper that we all know.
Straight up porn directed by Diddy.
I'm just grateful to have made it out.
I'm curious what you think about that criticism that, you know, you put enough embarrassing things in a complaint or say you're going to, and it forces a settlement and it becomes almost, that's the game. What do you say about that? That's a criticism I hear on the other side.
No, it's a fair point. I mean, the system is the system. It's a gulag, if you will. It's a tough process, and we always make an attempt to resolve these cases without the filing of a lawsuit. That's just what we try to do. And if we fail in that, we're going to file the case and we're going to pursue it with aggression.
Now, there's nothing wrong with a demand letter. I do want to clarify that real quick. There's nothing wrong with a demand letter. That's usually what you do before you sue somebody. You send them a demand letter like, hey, I'm going to file this lawsuit unless you go ahead and settle with me. But the fact that you're saying, oh, well, it's a part of the game. This is what you do. This is how it works. Yeah, that proves that you're just trying to get a settlement. Anyway, Busbee acknowledged that it's indeed a game. Okay, I read that. The lawsuit claims Busbee put a ticking clock on the extortion demands, threatening to sue if the plaintiff didn't agree to the mediation to resolve this delicate and important matter. The plaintiff is suing for extortion and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Quinn Emanuel urges anyone with information on Mr. Busbee to contact the company via... Listen, all Emanuel got to do is, or Quinn, is look at all my previous lives when I've been talking about this Buzbee guy saying all he wanted to do was get a huge settlement. He literally hopped on this trend because let me tell you, the Lisa Bloom, the Tyrone Blackburn, the Ariel Mitchells, they're literally want to attach their names to anything that has to do with Diddy because they're looking for a check. Look at all the interviews they get to do. Look at you get to be in a documentary. Like your name gets out there. It boosts your profile being attached to Diddy. Not being one of the freak off buddies, but being able to attach yourself to a Diddy and be able to say, like, hey, I represented a victim, or I know someone, or I heard a story. You can do trillions of interviews. You see them doing it. I've never seen a lawyer do these. Like, I've seen lawyers, like, after the fact do interviews, but they're doing interviews while their cases are still pending or going on. Like, I've never seen nothing like that. What are you doing interviews? Are you stupid? You don't think this hurts your case by you doing all these interviews? What kind of lawyer is that? My lawyer would be immediately fired if they're going on interviews and talking about my case. No, keep your mouth shut and let's go ahead and do this case, try to settle it or try to get something going. But I need you focused. I don't need you doing interviews boosting your profile off of my pain. Whether I'm, the plaintiff or the defendant, I don't want you doing either or. What do you need to go on TV for? No, work on my case, damn it. They are definitely stupid. Right, Couture Bay? Right. Now, I still don't know who the high profile celebrity is. I have a few thoughts. So let's play Who Do You Think It Is? Let's do a 30-second countdown and I'll tell you who I think it is. Or I'll tell you a few names who I think it is. 30-second countdown. Let's go. I went with Jay-Z initially. I did. And not saying that it's not Jay-Z, but I went with Jay-Z. But I'm thinking it could be Justin Bieber. I don't think Justin Bieber wants anything to do with this. I mean, his name has been dragged throughout, but I feel like it's a white celebrity. Either Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, um, Ashton Kutcher, Bruce Willis. I think it's one of the whites. It's definitely a Caucasian that don't want to be a part of it. All the black people, they already been drugged throughout the mud. So I mean, ain't nothing they can do. Oh, somebody said Tyler Perry. Mary, you said Tyler Perry. Damn. Ooh, Denzel, Oprah. Oh Lord, Oprah what was she doing? Hillary Clinton. Oh Lord, Hillary. I think the Clintons got to worry about the Epstein. I think they got to worry about that. I don't think the Diddy party necessarily. I see a few you put Denzel. Okay. I've never seen Denzel picture with Diddy. I'm not gonna say that they don't have any pictures, but I does Denzel party? Clyde Davis, Queen Latifah. Oh wow. You thought Leonardo DiCaprio too? Yeah. I'm thinking it's somebody white. They don't want to be in the nigga tree. So that's what I was doing. Because Jay-Z name been out there. Usher, Trey Songz, Chris Brown. Like, it's just another day for them. Like, oh, yeah, my name's always getting dragged in this shit. My she can't afford to put a lawsuit or nothing. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ashton Kutcher, Justin Bieber, Bruce Willis, Leonardo DiCaprio, one of them. I definitely think it's one of them. I think it's somebody Caucasian who don't want to be a part of it. Trump. Yeah. Oh no, that would be on the news if it was him. Will Smith. I Will Smith and Jada, remember they were gonna sue brother Bilal? Is that what his name is? Yeah, brother Bilal, but they never sued him. So I don't know if they would be sue happy. I feel like they would just ignore it. Unless, if what he's saying is true as far as them like pressuring, like he keeps sending them, demanding it, and saying like according to TMZ, they said he put them on a time limit. Like, you need to answer by this date or this time. That's the only thing I can think of. It has to be somebody who don't want their name attached to Diddy that hasn't. Well, you're trying to attach them to children. Beyonce. They haven't said Beyonce's been a part of the freak offs, but she could have possibly been there or something like that. I don't know about Beyonce. Kevin Hart, I could see that. I could see Kevin Hart. Um, Honestly, to tell you the truth, if they're including like if Busby is trying to attach them to minors, I can honestly see anybody doing it. You know, it said John Doe. Yeah, there's a John Doe suing. That's the high profile celebrity, but it's an actual celebrity though. Yeah, it's an actual celebrity, but they don't want their name attached, so they don't want to say who they are because then we'll be all like, "Oh, you're trying to hide something." Like, because let's be honest, everybody that ever been photographed with Diddy, they're assuming was a freak off partner. Let's be honest about that. Couture Bay, if you took a picture with Diddy, we would assume that you were at the freak offs. If I took a picture with Diddy, they would assume that I was at the freak offs. Like, no matter who you are, they're going to assume that you're at the freak offs if you have a picture. Maybe not Tom Hanks, but his son, Chet Hanks. He probably been around that. Matt Gaetz. Well, Matt Gaetz. Listen, they need to come out with that ethics report. Attorney General, my ass. No lies detected. Yeah. So it's somebody high profile, and it's somebody who are like, don't. My name is Bennett, and it ain't in it. Don't put me in this. Don't mention my name. I don't want to be attached to this. You lying on me. And again, I always wonder why or how does Busby think he's going to be able to file all these 120 cases? I mean, he can, but I feel like you're just filing all these 120 cases. Do you really think people are going to take you seriously? When I heard 120, I was like, oh, this got to be fake. This can't be real. This is something that they just made up and he's trying to hop on a trend. And remember, he did a hotline, and he said he got over 12,000. What was it like? Was it 12,000 or 2,000? Some with a two in it, right? Some with a two in it. He got these thousands of calls, right? We'll just say that thousands of calls on the hotline. He literally was fishing for victims. That firm is a force. The attorney from the firm represented Elon Musk against Twitter. Busby is in over his head. Look. Well, that lawyer, well, Paige, in that case, that lawyer might not be that good because Elon had to end up buying Twitter when he tried to pull out. So I don't know. They might be an even match. How could possibly vet it all those? Yeah, how can you possibly vet all those cases? Like, because basically anybody can come and say somebody did something to you, but like, do you have proof? Do you have evidence of it? And I've read through a couple of the lawsuits. They all kind of follow the, oh, I was at a party and then I was lathered with baby oil and I passed out. And it's just uh, it's hard to believe. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to call people liars, but please hit that like button. I'm not trying to call people liars, but I don't believe a lot of this. I'm looking at this and I'm all like, yeah, y'all just making up shit. Let me just make up some stories. Let me just make up some things and hope that it sticks. That's what you guys are literally doing. It's crazy to me. It's crazy because there's real victims out there. Real victims out there, but you guys are playing this game of trying to get attention, trying to attach your name to this. Honestly, to tell you the truth, even if I was a lawyer, I wouldn't want my name attached to this. Like, it's not something like I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got this Diddy case, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be all like, hey, you might want to give that to somebody else. I'm going to do my research and see, what's going on and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if I was a lawyer, I'd be like, nah, I don't want to be attached with none of this. No, thank you. And then you got to think about it too. Okay, say if Diddy goes down, are they gonna like seize his bank accounts? Like, is anybody gonna be able to get any money? Because let's be honest, the federal case takes precedence all over all these civil cases. You know what I mean? So if it's true that he's doing all these criminal acts throughout his business and he's running some kind of criminal organization, I can see bank accounts, properties, and things of that nature being seized. So, would anybody get anything out of these settlements? You know what I mean? Is it worth it at the end of the day? This man is tied up in a federal case. And again, I'm not saying Diddy, Rico, exactly. And I'm not saying Diddy is innocent, but I'm also not saying that he done had everybody at a freak off. You got to remember, he had men there too. And because he was living an undercover life, he's not going to have everybody that he knows exposed to his undercover life. Diddy DL. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm trying to be funny. But it just happens that it was funny. But he's not gonna have a whole bunch of people around that. He's gonna have a select few, the ones that are down with the get down. That's what he's gonna have there. He's not just gonna have everybody and their mama there, watching him as he's doing these things. He's gonna keep that on the low. Especially he's filming it. He got people watching over it, supplying, the drugs, alcohol, the baby oil. He got them doing all that stuff. Yeah, he got a select few people who he trusts around him doing that stuff. He doesn't have everybody there. I feel like if anybody would have known, like, okay, who's the people that he be having at these parties, Cassie would know more than anybody who's at the freak offs. We'll just say that. And according to her, it was him, her, and high profile hookers. Male escorts, if you will, at the freak offs. That's what we know to be a fact. I'm just out here putting out the facts, the things that we know. not the made believe. If we put the made believe, I'm gonna let you know it's made believe. You think the high profile person is like an Oprah or Jay-Z level? Possibly, yeah. If this is a real high profile person, yeah. That's why I still think it's somebody Caucasian. Because I don't think nobody Caucasian want to be involved in this. Yeah, I definitely think it is. But, I mean, we'll know eventually. Because you can't be a John Doe forever. We'll know unless Buzbee decides to go ahead and settle or retract. But Buzbee doing interviews, so I can see Buzbee giving out the name of the person or, filing the law. Now that he got a lawsuit filed against him, I can see Buzbee filing that lawsuit to get like revenge. Oh, Jack Nicholson! Wow! Has he been pictured with Diddy? Hold on, let's see. Let's see. I never thought about Jack Nicholson. Um, nah. I don't see a picture with him and Diddy. Not saying that they never met before, but it don't look like he was at the freak offs. Now he will be courtside at the Lakers game, but I ain't seen him in no freak offs. He used to party hard, and it makes me. I think he would be partying with like a different crowd of a lighter hue. I don't think he would be hanging out with Diddy necessarily. There's 156 famous celebrities on the list. That's a lot. That's a lot. But again, we'll never know until the information comes out. But like I said, I've been calling out Buzbee this whole time saying like, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. Y'all been dragging me saying that I'm lying, I'm jealous, I'm this, I'm that. And I told y'all, this guy, something doesn't seem right about him. Some ain't right. Something was funny about him. When I looked at that Deshaun Watson case, I was like, oh yeah, Deshaun had to hurry up and settle because he was out for a whole year losing money. That's why he settled, not because he was guilty. And again, in that case in Texas, the grand jury did not pick it up because now it didn't give the reason why the grand jury didn't pick it up, but the grand jury didn't pick it up. So might have been some insufficient evidence or whatnot, but they didn't pick it up. So, it is what it is. Yes, you have Clout Lawyer, aka Jaguar Right Liar 2. Right, everybody on they Jag this year. I don't know what it is. Everybody trying to get their clout like Jag. I'm sorry. There's only one Jag, and we only need one Jag. Let me just say that. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all for being here. This is kind of like a late night live, so thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all, but we out of here. Deuces, everybody. We out. Dang, where's my out button? Hold on. We about to be out. Hold on. See, every time I try to end the show, it